So, hello YouTubers. My name is Desmond, and I have something to confess. As you can see already on the screen, I'm denoting day one of no porn, no watching porn, no masturbation. It's a pretty hard endeavor that I decided to begin after a couple of years. Way back, I was I was homeless, and I found my place living in a place where I didn't have connection to the internet, and I'm not the kind of guy who actually I did. I had some porn pictures. I had some porn pictures put up on my computer, and I was actually not aware of that until I really went into a deep meditation and relationship with God. I didn't have a job. I lost my job. I worked over at Turnberry for about 2 years, and for some reason, after I was homeless. Before I was homeless, I worked normally, and then they started cutting hours. So they cut the first day, second day, and I was left just with 1 day in a week. So I was like really struggling, but not for long, because I figured out how to hook up myself in a storage facility. And I had my computer there, and I hooked up the electricity, and the manager knew about it, but he never bashed me. He tried to, but I didn't have any place to go, so uh, I just stayed there, and I lived alone. And I knew from my mom, she told me that God is your number one person to you can relate to. You can tell him everything. So it wasn't new for me going into a relationship or being uh, time spending with Jesus Christ. So I just went ahead and did more of it, and it became a habit. So it started from day one. I Day one, I started prayers in the morning, early in the morning at 5 a.m. So I prayed. Uh, I downloaded some songs that I saved on my computer, and I sang praises. Then later on, I hooked up an antenna TV, and for some reason, the only channel I got was TBN, and I watched it. So I spent so much time with God that I didn't have any place for pornography or movies or anything. If I had to watch a movie which was not porn, because I resolved not to watch porn, was when I went back home to my mom's place and I downloaded those movies, X Men, and I didn't have the need to go back and forth. So I just stayed at that place, bought myself some food with the money I saved, and yeah, that was my first 9 months of not of being abstinence from porn and masturbation. So the money got tight, and I had to move out. I moved out of the place and went to my mom's house back again. And at my mom's place, they had a computer with internet connection. So I basically failed, and I gave into temptation and I masturbated. And immediately I realized that it's as if something left me. I realized like as if the peace, there was so much peace in me and joy and all of a sudden it just left me, and I realized it immediately. And then my eyesight, I realized immediately also that my eyesight went dimmer. It became darker. So from that day on, I haven't recovered. It's been over 5 years now, and I usually pace myself by 5 days or week or 3 weeks. So anyway, I had a vision just a few days ago, and I was sleeping. And this vision, I was running, and my hands, my arms were not human, but it was me. I was running with my four, like like a dog with 4 feet, like a wild animal. I was running so fast, and the place I was running, um, it was dry. But as I ran faster, just like let's say 100 steps forward, there was snow, and I ran, and I knew I was there. I didn't know where I was running, but I knew someone was leading me there. So I did run, and when I got to that snowy place, I saw children playing, very nice, because I like snow. I mean, I grew up in Germany, and I'm just used to cold areas. So uh, I did, I did stand there, and I was wondering what now. But by then, I was already back to my human form, and I stood there, not knowing where to go. The, the it was very the atmosphere, the surrounding, everything was white. Everything was white. There was snowflakes falling from the sky, little, but not in abundance. So anyway, I stood there, and all of a sudden I heard a voice. But before speaking, I think he called my name. Uh, Before he went ahead, two women came behind me, and they passed through. It looked like a different dimension. So when they passed through uh, the snow, I didn't see them anymore, and I knew that I'm supposed to also be going that way. So it dawned me that I am being held here because of something. So the voice told me that, Desmond, you have to stop watching those dirty movies. In my dream, in my vision, I didn't know what it is. So when I woke up, I figured out that it was the voice of Stacy Keach talking to me. He's a voice speaker, voice actor, and he does American Greed. And anyway, I think God used his voice to reprimand me of my danger, because he said I cannot pass through before I stop watching the dirty movies. And then I woke up. So I spoke to my family about it, and everybody said, maybe God wants you to stop whatever you're watching, and they don't know what it is. My family doesn't know. So anyway, they think it's the movies I watch, but I, I have no problem with those. Those I can automatically just quit. But there's something about porn that I have since I was 13 years old, and it's been well over 19 years now. Well over 19 years, and it's been very excessive. But I was once successful for over 9 months, so this is my second attempt because of the warning, and I'm doing it uh, not only for my good, but for the good of my future in heaven, and they're recording in the book of the saints. I don't want to. I hope God deletes everything when I'm successful with this venture, but I'm doing it also for Jesus Christ. So this is my first day of no porn, no masturbating, and This is unscripted and unedited, so forgive me if you had to bear for 10 minutes, but I'll keep you updated. Thank you.